Hey guys, this is Alan. I've been playing Path of Diablo for a couple seasons now, and I really started getting into endgame mapping recently. I'm playing a Hybrid Bladesin, and I just kind of wanted to show it off and kind of how I'm playing it, and if you're kind of new to the Bladesin or new to Assassin in general, just some tips and tricks just to play a little bit more efficiently. I want to say I am by no means an expert at this game. I don't sit here and, think of every little thing to increase my character's damage, but I do like to play at an efficient level. So if you're like me and you just want to maybe get a little bit more out of your character, I hope this helps. So I'll show you what my gear real quick, and I'll show you what I'm running, okay? So first step, before you even start mapping on this build, you need to have some type of physical damage reduction. If you don't have that, I highly do not recommend going into maps with this build, because you will get one shot and you will 100% die. Okay, so you definitely don't want to go into this without having some type of damage reduction right away, okay? Whether that be a Dungo's Belt, or you get some damage reduction on your Nats set, or your Storm Shield. So let's go over that real quick. So I'm using a 4 open socket Storm Shield. Now ideally you want ums in this, not P diamonds. I just haven't farmed up the runes yet, so I'll get them here in a second. I haven't done it. So the reason why you want all these resistances is because you're going to be doing maps where you're going to have conviction and lower resist. So the map that we're showing off, that we're going to be doing today, is just a super easy, quick, clear, icy caverns. The best map to do for starting out on your Sin. And this one has lower resist on it. So when I get cursed with lower resist, I need all these resistances. And you can see over here on the left, these are what my resistances are at right now. And this is hell mode. Okay, this is not normal mode. This is hell, and these are my resistances are at. They're at 208, 218, so we're well over cap, which is going to allow me to take a lower resist curse and be perfectly fine. So I'm using full Nats set. I have some corrupted no change Nats boots. I am currently using a 30% attack speed laying of hands. Now, for this map, I'm actually not going to be using these gloves. I was just using these because I had a map with reduced curse duration. I'm probably going to switch to my life and hit Dracula's gloves. The reason why these are extremely important for this build: one, you're getting more life steal, okay? So it's going to help keep you alive if you're getting hit extremely hard. Your life's going to bump right back up. But two, the biggest thing is the life tap on these, okay? So you're going to be, your blade shield is actually going to proc on hit effects, okay? So you're going to have your blade shield is going to be hitting, you're going to be hitting, so every single one of your icicles from your blades of ice also counts towards a hit. So if you see here when I go and hit something, every single one of these icicles is going to count towards a ranged hit, life gained on hit. So life gain on hit is extremely important for this build, and it's really going to help you when you need to latch onto those fire immune enemies if you cannot clear them with your infinity. I'm just using it for Dungo's Belt, 14% PDR on it, 40 vitality. This is a standard build that most people run on it. I'm using a Whiz Projector. Now, I'm playing in what's called a scuffed group self-found. It's a small little community that, and rather than trading with everyone on the ladder, we basically just trade with one another, okay? I found this Whiz Projector on day 2, got super lucky, but I want to explain why this is such an amazing ring for this build. So not only is it giving us Lifted Spirit Aura, which is giving us 10% elemental damage, but we're going to run a little bit faster, we're going to absorb some lightning damage, so we're going to be a little bit tankier there. But one thing that gets knocked I think a lot of people don't realize is that Heart of the Wolverine, okay? When you have that out, that guy is giving us 130% damage and a lot more attack rating. That's going to be helping us out as well as Emilio out, okay? He is going to benefit from this spirit. Now, he doesn't stay alive that great, but if you have a bunch of gold, you can always repair the ring and get your charges back. We're using a 3 to Traps Amulet, a CNC, Corrupted No Change, Raven Frost Ring. Now, we have ums in our 3-socketed Nats armor right now. The reason why I have ums, again, is like I was previously saying, we need those resistances to stay alive in those lower resist or conviction aura maps. It's extremely important. You will be getting one shot if your resist is super low and you're negative. It is very, very scary place to be. Now this is the best item we have right now. A 3 open socket Nats helm with 3 fire facets in it. These fire facets are extremely, extremely important if you're going to be running Musty Crypt or any desert map. You know, when the fire immunes that you do break, they're still high fire resist monsters, so you need to be able to take that resist and lower that down some, so that minus to enemy fire resist is really going to help you kill those monsters that have super high fire resist. Now we do have only a 1 socket Nat's Claw right now. Ideally you'd want a 3 socket one with 3 lows in it. This is going to give you Deadly Strike, which is going to basically just increase that single target damage when you are fighting those fire immunes. We're killing all kinds of monsters with our traps, but the fire immunes are not going to kill them, so we need a way to kill those monsters efficiently. And if you're not killing things efficiently, that's going to be the worst part about it. You don't want to be running around super slow, you know, struggling to kill the monsters that are fire immune. That's not worth it. It's not the kind of gameplay you want to do to be able to farm efficiently. So if we have, you can also put a max damage here. If you don't have a 3 open socket, max damage is very similar to it, so that's going to give you a lot more damage. Okay, so that's the kind of setup I'm looking at. I have some your basic trap lifers, trap charms. Now I do have around 1800 life whenever I use my battle orders. So my weapon swap is going to be this is the first one I made. This first CTA was 6 battle command, 5 battle orders. So what that's going to do is it's going to give us life, and it's going to give us a lot of it's going to give us skills as well. Okay, now we're using a Medusa's Gaze. This is actually giving us Shiver Armor. The Shiver Armor is going to be giving us defense, as well as when we get hit by monsters, it's going to freeze them. Okay, so it's just an extra layer of defense when you're running around in hardcore mode. Things can be a little bit scary sometimes. Okay guys, let's go over the skills for this build real quick. Okay, we're going to go over leveling, and we're going to go over what you would use at the end game. And you know what's awesome about it? They're exactly the same. They're exactly the same. There's no difference. Okay, so basically you're going to be going all straight down the trap tree, go all fire, all the fire traps. You're going to put 1 point into Blade Fury, and then you're going to be maxing your Blade Shield. The reason why you max your Blade Shield is you want multiple blades, okay? So it says shoots 3 blades. You see that on there? The reason why that's so important is because every single one of those blades is going to be giving you all of your on-hit procs. So you're going to be procking the life on hit on range. You're going to be procking the chance on cast, level 10 life tap on striking, which is going to keep your Merc alive. Okay, so it's everything, all your life steal, your mana steal, everything's going to be procking off of your Blade Shield. Super important to keep your mana and life tapped off. I do go into 1 point into Claw Mastery, 1 point into Burst of Speed. You go down, throw in Venom out. Honestly, I always forget to use this. You can throw a point into it. It's free damage. It's a little bit of damage. I do have a point into Fae, but you never use it. You're typically always using Burst of Speed. I did throw a passive point into Mind Barrier. Some people don't use it, but the way I saw it was, hey, it's a free passive, so I might as well use it. Martial Claws, or Martial Arts here, we're going to go down, we're going to go and get Blades of Ice, and then we're going to be getting Dragonfly. Now, once you max all these, you're going to max these, you're going to max all 3 of these, and then you're going to max your Blade Shield, 1 point into all of this, and then you're just going to go ahead and max your Blades of Ice as you start to level. I'm 94, so that's why this seems pretty high right now. And that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into this map real quick. As you can see, we have 19 minutes until the server restarts. Probably about 15 minutes by now. But watch how fast we can go into. So we're just going to go in here. This is a super easy map. It's got amplified damage, and it does have, I guess, attack rating, but that's no big deal at all. The amplified damage is the only thing here that I would be even worried about at all. There are enemies called charges on this build, or I'm sorry, there are enemies called chargers in this map that can one-shot you. And if they one-shot Emilio, it sucks because you gotta go back to town.
I was like, Emilio!
And then you gotta scream for Emilio. So let's go ahead and let's run this map real quick. I'm gonna show you what the gameplay looks like and how you can maybe run it efficiently. So let's go ahead and start here. So I always try to place my traps at the top left of the corner, or always as far away as I can. Okay. You don't want to like run up to monsters and throw traps down like this, okay? That's not what you want to do. You want to try and throw it as far away as you can. Now, I still kind of run up to monsters sometime because I can afford it. I'm very tanky. You can see my damage reduction here is 74%. Now, this does cap out at 75, okay? Now, you can see I have, well, I had it there for a second. Whenever I have a lower resist on me, I'm going to show you again. When you get a lower resist aura, you'll see I'm still over cap. I'm still over cap. There it is. So there's my resist aura. You can see 75 still. Doesn't matter. Now, there are times whenever I'm running this build, for instance, this map, where I'm not worried at all, and you can kind of get a little dicey. I don't recommend this until you have some gear, but I can throw 2 traps down, and then I can immediately teleport and just keep going. You can see those traps are going to start going on and ahead. I don't recommend playing like that until you're very confident that the map is not going to kill you. You know, like this one. So basically, we're just going to keep running along here, going through this map. Now, one thing I do want to point out is teleporting. Okay, so when I teleported, I always try to place at least 2 traps down. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going 1, 2, and then boom, right? So you're always going to place 2 traps down, so by the time that you get into, by the time that you get to that enemy, the traps are already going to be going off, and you're going to be killing them. So let's kind of speed this up a little bit here. I'm kind of talking a lot. Alright, so now for her, we're just going to clear everything in this room. And then I'm going to show you what I do for my single target. So for single target, we're going to switch over to Inferno Traps. We're going to place a bunch of them down, teleport, and then just start Blades of Icing. Okay, so we're going to need to place some more down. She likes to run around a lot. You can see that spirit died pretty quick. Yeah, this boss likes to run around all over the place here. Alright, so we got a Forgotten Desert. But you can see that's pretty much all there is to the build. Super easy to play. It's relatively safe. Guys, if you go into a map and you're worried about it and you're you know, maybe there's a lot of deadly strike on it or something, make sure you're placing your traps on the corners of your screen. Don't be running up into them like I am, like right here. I'm just doing a quick icy map. I wasn't worried about dying. Play it safe, you know. In certain maps, I'll hit R and I'll have my walk on. With walk on, you're actually going to have you're going to take full advantage of your defense and your 75% chance to block. Anyways, you guys can find me. I'm going to put the links below. You can find me at twitch.tv/AlanH93. Come check it out. If you have any questions or you need help with the build, or you just want to hang out and say hi, feel free. Other than that, good luck and stay safe.